Hello and welcome to Bro Duel. This time we have some new information about Fallout 4 and the Survivor 2299 teaser site. In the first video we covered everything up until the 23rd of November, and since then there's been several updates to the site, revealing some potential locations, NPCs and a faction. If you don't know what the Survivor 2299 is or haven't seen the previous video, then we strongly recommend you click the annotation on screen now or link in the description to watch that first and then come back to this. The site seems to be updating at least once a day with a new code to crack. So if you're interested in cracking the codes yourselves, then be sure to check in every day. So let's dive straight into the changes. On the 23rd, several changes happened throughout the day. At first, a new code was added which translated to two dates, the 25th of November 2013 and the 27th of December 2013. Those two dates aren't actually relevant and were just used as a password for the next code. The next code was actually more relevant and when translated read the Quabbin Reservoir 7042299. That might not seem like much, but the Quabbin Reservoir is actually the largest body of water in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And to re-jog your memories, we determined in the last video that several clues pointed towards the Commonwealth being the setting for the game. So the Quabbin Reservoir could be a key location in Fallout 4. The rest of the message 7042299 is actually a new link to another page on the site. The next few pages were basically a treasure hunt leading to more and more pages. However, a few interesting things were found along the way. In one code, the acronym GBG was used, which was found to be the Granary Burying Ground. Another location in Massachusetts and another historical site that could be a key location in Fallout 4. The founding date for the burial ground was actually a clue for the next hidden page, which showed yet another code. The new code showed a date, a year and then LLUB. The year 2247 is actually the same year that the Legion was founded, a faction based on principles from the Roman Empire. And what's interesting is that, as you can see, their symbol is a bull, or LLUB backwards. However, this is all just speculation, but you could hint at the Legion's return in the next game. Eventually another page was found, and on it was a code that included the term Lockhart. Again, that might not seem like much, but it could refer to Desmond Lockhart, an NPC from Fallout 3. Desmond was from Point Lookout, and he mentions that he needs to travel north to face his next rival, and north just so happens to be towards Boston. However, Lockhart was also the clue to the next page in the treasure hunt. The next page didn't lead to anything of significance, but it did lead to an acronym conversion chart that you can see on screen now. At first, people didn't know what to do with the conversions, but then late on the 24th, the site updated with a new Morse code and countdown timer that you can see now. What's interesting is that the nuclear winter countdown timer is actually marked as art count, suggesting that when the timer runs out in a few days, we could receive some of the game's concept art, but we'll have to wait and see. The new Morse code was also translated using the conversions from earlier and translates to Bridgeport, this is Concord, message, Quabbin Reservoir is hit, repeat, Quabbin Reservoir is hit. So again, the Quabbin Reservoir pops up as well as two other locations, Bridgeport and Concord, both of which are located in Massachusetts. So from all of those hints, a Redditor was actually able to put together a potential map for Fallout 4. It's actually quite interesting, and if the size is right, then it'll be about 20% bigger than New Vegas, which makes sense. On the 25th, the site was updated again to reveal another piece of Morse code. This one translated to a whole bunch of randomness that you can see on screen now. From it we get Stage 7, which most likely refers to the international nuclear scale, with Stage 7 being the most severe. The translation is also cut off before giving Boston's stage, which could also hint that it has been hit. Las Vegas is marked as unknown, and that's probably Mr. House's doing to prevent Las Vegas from being hit. The NCRA is possibly an acronym for the National Catastrophe Relief Auxiliary, a group that was dispatched a day before the Great War. And finally, Unit BST 3147 might refer to a science unit stationed in Boston. The audio file for the Morse code also has the word Longfellow in it, which might refer to the Longfellow Bridge in Boston, which would connect Boston to the Institute as you can see on the map. And then finally on the 26th, the site updated again with a new piece of Morse code. This one translates to calling all stations, calling all stations, calling all stations. This is Vault Technician 2510730, 16 emergency. Shelter for survivors in Quabbin, number 119, repeat, emergency Vault Tech shelter for survivors in Quabbin, number 119, over. And because of the latest Morse code, as well as all of the other clues, a bunch of theories have also been popping up suggesting Fallout 4 might start before the Great War. The Morse code messages are all talking about locations being hit, as well as the current stage of the threat of nuclear strikes on different locations, which would only make sense before the war. Another Redditor suggested that maybe the start of the game is similar to Fallout 3, but you actually wake up as a child before the Great War has begun, You then play out several key points of your character's life before the warnings for nuclear war are received. Your family then rush you to the nearest vault and put you in suspended animation, and when you wake up it's $22.99 and you're the only survivor in the vault. If you have any of your own theories, then we'd love to hear them down below. We'll probably do another video when the new timer runs out. So until the next video, thanks for watching.